Hi everyone, it's BDevine. Welcome to Divine Miracles, and today we're just doing some messages from our power animals. See who's working with us today, and also the cute Shapeshifter oracle, which we really like. So I want you to choose number 1 or number 2, and I'm going to start off with number 1. Whoops. Okay, I hope you're happy and well wherever you are. And I hope that you enjoyed listening to your recording for your star sign. Okay, let's go number 1. Who is, or which animal guide is working with you? It's a really good idea to ask your animal guides to be with you within healing and just, as everyday protection, because they're very good at helping to ground the energy. Okay, number 1, you ready? Here it is. Oh my gosh. Tatonka, buffalo, bringing in abundance, okay? You are provided for in all ways. Now this card can come up when we start to, I'm going to try to make it bigger for you guys, how's that? When we start to worry about different things, and we might be worrying about people in our life, family members, food. I've been there many times when I was worried about food and how I was going to provide, and what was going to happen one day to the next. You might be worried about where you're going to sleep, or your house, or the rent, or whatever it is. And I know that a lot of people maybe have a little bit of an anger inside towards others who seem to have things, people who seem to have everything. There can be a bit of resentment that builds up because you think, well, it's easy for you, you've got everything, or it's easy for you, you've got this or that, or you've got a nice house or whatever. But we never know what anybody's story is. And I really don't think it's easy for anybody in this life. We all have to work for what we receive, But the energy of buffalo was, every piece of the buffalo was used. Nothing was wasted. It was terribly sad if that happened, and, there was honor in the giving from the animal. And it's sort of talking about abundance for you coming in unexpected ways as well. Maybe you're going through a phase where you're starting to see shifts happen in your life, but at the same time, they may not be coming fast enough for you. And this particular energy of the buffalo is saying, get ready, because you have no idea what's just around the corner if you remain optimistic. Keep your vibration positive. Try to cancel out any negative words that you use to talk about yourself or your situation. And if it's very hard for you to remain positive, like for example, if you are going around in cycles or circles of being negative, maybe there's something else going on, because most people can switch over and start going, you know what, if this is going to work, I'm going to try it. Now you may have a doubt in your mind still, that means it won't come for you as quickly. So if there's something where you're constantly doubting or constantly concerned or constantly worried, and it becomes very fearful for you and very angry for you or whatever it is, then you may need just to have some clearing done for you and some work done or some counseling or whatever, because that's not going to help you to get to where you want to be. And the other side of the coin is, if you do find yourself being resentful to other people who have things, this could also be the very block to you receiving, because you don't want people to see you that way, and it may be something subconscious. But anyway, the energy of the buffalo is with you, and be open for all of the gifts that buffalo brings. Every time I happen to work with buffalo energy or have seen pictures of him or whatever, something's always just about to occur. So that's the energy for you, number one. I know it's sometimes I get talking and it's powerful, but I get, I just go with my, I just go with my guidance on things, okay? All right, so buffalo is your main power animal, especially today or whenever you're seeing this. Now the shapeshifter energy is a little different. We have pictures like this, very cute, okay? So I'm asking for a message for number one, something that's going to be relevant for you. Clearing the cards. Number one, what do you need to know? Oh. See, these cards are so cute. The mermaid and the turtle woman. An elder will teach you. All right, so let me just read you a little bit of... I turned right to the page. Okay, I was meant to do this. All right, so I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's really quite long. But I'm going to read the divination to see what your message is, okay? In order to grow, we must experience transitions and changes. To be fully alive, we must die again and again, all in this lifetime. While we have many rituals for birthdays and for celebrations, such as religious holidays, we often yearn for the depth of the rituals of the old days, through which we would die to an outlived part of ourself and be born into a new part of our life. Transitions into womanhood, manhood, changing your abode or vacation were honoured, marked and witnessed in unique ways that gave us permission to own our power in the next stage of our wonderful, meaningful lives. You are now about to celebrate life's great shifts in more meaningful ways. No more just a follower. You become an initiator because you have listened to the wise words of the oldest creature on the planet, the one who carries Gaia on her back. If you've listened well, your every ritual action will be an offering back to the earth, and you will nourish and help her heal. You are about to enter into a real relationship with the cycles of the planet, and you will be asked to observe these respectfully, thanks to the teaching of an elder. A mentor, elder, or wise one will instruct you at this time. Listen, choose them well. They must be a good teacher. Indigenous ancestral practices of your bloodline or spirit line are being reclaimed. Okay, so while there may be no one there, like no green man or anything, no shaman or anything like that to be there for you right now, it's like the energy of the turtle in this particular card will teach you the deep knowledge of the planets and, the oceans, and this knowledge may come in many ways. You are a very old soul, and whispering and listening to whispering words that reawaken knowledge that is deep in the blood and the bones of the mother seas. There may be the energy of mermaids or goddesses from the sea. There are some mermaid energies that like Yamanya, who bring golden opportunities as well. Whatever it is, there's something that you're learning, and whatever pathway that you have been on recently is really, really guiding you to be exactly where you need to be at the right time. And you may also be going through a really, really tough time, okay? A time of transition, and a lot of us are going through this as we speak. Like And it can feel, as it says here, like there's a dying off in one part of your life and a rebirthing. Or maybe you're waiting for the rebirth. Maybe you've been in really hard times. And, you know, sometimes we get the biggest lessons. Like I was saying to someone the other day, we don't learn anything from life being easy, you know. The things that we're learning and doing, we may feel hard done by, we may feel left to the wayside, we may feel less than good enough, or whatever it is for us, you know. But all of those feelings are only hurting you, you know. As it tumbles around in your mind and in your head and keeps going around in circles, it's only hurting you to then feel anger. Anger doesn't hurt anybody else but yourself, you know. So maybe you're going through these lessons now, remembering that you have the energy of turtle too, which also talks about retreating away, spending time near the ocean, listening, reading books, listening to teachers, etc. And you also have that beautiful energy of buffalo, you know, saying, look, everything's going to be okay. Everything is going to work out in magical ways. But if you keep on worrying or doubting or concerning yourself, or maybe you have done in the past, maybe this is all new for you, where you're just opening up and letting go and allowing the positive to flow through. Whatever it is, you are provided for in all ways. And you're going to be surprised at the depth of knowledge that you receive, and perhaps abundance on many different levels that starts coming in as well. So that's fantastic, number one. Okay, you're on the right path, whatever it is that you're doing. Just try to examine where you might still be blocking yourself, okay, a little bit. Okay, number two. Welcome. I hope that you will enjoy your messages and see what animal guide, power animal is working with you today, or maybe for this time, or maybe it has always been working for you. What's your message? Oh, wow, the Cougar. Confidence. Okay, that's interesting. Be bold and take charge. Now, cougar or mountain lion, puma, I guess are all the same thing. The energy here, in, you know, even if you're thinking about any big cat, is the fact that you know exactly where you stand without even ever meeting one, okay? You know that you do not want to be on the wrong side of cougar or on the wrong side of a lion or something similar, right? You already know what it can do. You already know where they stand and how they see themselves. And that is exactly the confidence that you need right now. If you have been in a place in your life where, you know, it's been a difficult go, and this seems to be coming up for a lot of people. It's like, and a lot of people say to me, oh, you know, Becky, I wish I had gifts and then I would have a YouTube, or I wish I could do what you do. And, you know, if you guys knew my true story and my background, you know, you'd be like, you go girl, you go ahead, you know. I didn't get given anything throughout my life. I had to work for everything and read and learn and just study as much as I could, and then put it all together in an easy way to teach you guys. As things started happening to me, I'm like, oh my God, this is the secret. And it gave me confidence. And I tell you what, the very biggest thing about confidence is that you must not worry about what anybody else is thinking, doing, or saying. Because if you get into comparison modes, you know, with other people, you will always feel dumb. You know, you won't feel good enough. You know, you may, it may stop you, whatever anybody thinks, it may stop you from being all you can be because they won't like it, or they might say something, or someone else does it better, or whatever it is that you think. But you're forgetting something. When you do something in your life, it has your unique fingerprint upon it. So nobody else could do what you do anyway. So what in the hell are you trying to, what compare for? Do you know what I mean? If you keep unique to yourself and you keep to what you're doing and you focus on how you want to do it, where you want to be, what you want to do, regardless of how it may appear to somebody else, then you have the secret to all of the confidence in the world. Okay? It's time for you, if you're sitting on something, number 2, or you're sitting on a talent, look at yourself and say, do I really care what other people think? And if I do, why do I feel lower than them? Why have I put them on a pedestal? Why do I think that they're superior? Learn from people, gather information from people, but don't sit there in judgment of yourself, because then you hold a fear that others are judging you, right? It's a fear thing, and it goes way back. We could have a mother that judged us. Oh, you're not going to wear that, or you can't talk about that, You might have had a dad who expected you to do a certain thing. So anything less than that, that means that you haven't been a good person, or haven't done the right thing, or you've let everybody down, or whatever it is. When you're truly happy in what you do, it's seen and felt by everybody. And anybody who's anybody in your life will only be cheering you on. And if not, time to reevaluate. It is good to have someone that can see, when you're beating yourself up or upsetting yourself for no reason, or getting yourself entangled in something. It's good when someone can see, hey, you're doing that. But there is also a way in which you can deliver that message, So be careful who you talk to about all of your dreams and goals, because not everybody's going to understand it, and if you're not ready yet, you can move backwards a little bit, right? It's time to see yourself as able to do anything, and if you don't think you can do it, trust that the universe is doing it through you then, and then you got nothing to worry about. It's time to take charge of a situation in your life. Be bold, be confident, be yourself, step up, forget what anyone else is doing, focus on how you want to do things, and you will get exactly what you set out to do and more. Okay? Remember, no one questions the motive of a lion or a cougar. You know exactly where you stand. They command respect. Their reputation precedes them. Be the same. That's the energy for you, number 2. And you know that I always have your back. You know that, gosh, you have to stand up to them all in your own way, right? Okay, what else we got, number 2? Okay, it's sort of... Oh, there we go. Little Red Riding Hood, I am not a victim. And it looks like Cisco. It's kind of reminded me of that. Little dog or a wolf watching after you. I am not a victim. What's happened to you? Number 2, or happened in the past. Okay, let me read the message for you. And I just read the divination. Okay, message. I am not a victim. All right, I'm going to try and hold it still while I talk. Once you were mistreated, it is true. Once you retreated, that's also true. No more. This card often speaks to a person who has been treated with great injustice. But now you are strong, and you are not the sum total of a bad experience. Thank the gift the hunter has given you. It is now time to mend fences, borderlines, take self-defense classes, and be sure your entry points to your home are strong and secure. On an energetic level, take responsibility. Do not allow people re-entry once they have violated a sacred threshold. You are the person who must maintain, protect, secure, and readjust your boundaries. No other is responsible. Take a stand, because it is now a time to be firm and decisive. No backing down. Someone stands with you. You do not face this alone. Okay? Someone has really, really stepped over, like it says, over your boundaries in one way or another, or has done in the past. And maybe this is why the Cougar card of confidence came up. It's like, you don't need to take this anymore. It's time to move to another level. And then sometimes when we're moving to another level, there's certain things and certain people and places that we can't take with us. A little bit about this little Red Riding Hood. It says here that you are changing the way you view yourself and speaking up and out. You are seen as an advocate for justice and for fair play. You defend others by being who you are, simply by refusing to hide away or be fearful. By waking up every day despite any hardship, you are showing so many the way to live. You have made friends with your strength, and while people have mistaken you for a pushover, you know when the time comes, you are a strong person who cannot be stopped. You have fur and claws and brothers and sisters who will help you if only you so much as ask and call on their energy. But to find them, you must connect with the wolf within. It's time too to travel on a new path, crossing a wood that seems empty and cold. But you will not be alone, nor as helpless as others seem to think you will be. You are not prey. You will have strong and unconventional allies, and you will travel at night across lands, and all will be magical. You have strong allies around you now, but connect more to the spirit of the wolf. The wolf knows how to run with the pack and how to stand alone. Like the wolf, you must be prepared to defend yourself, even if it means facing a fight. There's a time to stand your ground and face the energy. And that time has come, brave one. Okay? It's like you have had enough of the way things have been, the way that you've been treated, and you're just not having it anymore. And that is amazing to see. And that's why, the energy of confidence is with you. Everybody is behind you in your journey as you move forward. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It doesn't mean that you're not going to make mistakes. It doesn't mean that you're not going to revert sometimes back to the old ways because you're a little bit, scared of what you might have started, But it doesn't matter as long as you are getting up every day and doing the best thing that you can to move forward in your life one step at a time without having to know all the answers or where you're supposed to be or what you're supposed to be doing, but just going with the flow, not giving yourself more questions, not questioning every little thing. Just keep on moving forward one day at a time. And you're going to see that the respect that you're looking for, that you were trying to get with words, comes to you naturally because people can see it in action, not to mess with you. No more, doing everything and being there for everyone and, all that kind of stuff. You can't possibly do it. And you don't have to feel bad about it anymore. As you grow and learn and change, new people will come on your path who match your vibration. But you must do things for yourself now. You are being encouraged, and every step of the way, to, do for you before anything else. And when you have happiness, family members, children, those around you will feel less stressed and more balanced because of it. The other way around, putting everybody first and making sure they're happy and keeping everything cool, it hasn't been working. You have to focus on you. And this will be the hidden key that you've been looking for all along. Plus bonuses along the way, okay? And you're not alone in the journey. Alrighty, everybody. Hope that these messages were good for you. Don't forget, my 2020 reading is available now from my website, devinemiracles.com. Please check out all the packages that are there, different things that you can work with me on, and we can always create a deal if you want something special as well. All right, until the next time, many blessings, much love, and bye for now. Bye.